What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with another theory video on the Arrow Season 5. So I presume you've already watched the mid-season finale. Let's get into this video. So if you watched the mid-season finale, the episode implied that it was someone from his past when he was in the hood. The episode implied that it was Jason Claybourne's illegitimate son, which is so not true. I can't see why people are buying into the idea that it's someone that we've never heard of son. Yes, we did hear of Claybourne in passing, but he wasn't really part of season 1 fully. So do you really think that the Arrow show is going to ruin the identity of the main villain 9 episodes into a 22/23 episode season and ruin the secret identity of who is Prometheus? The answer is no. So let's recall what Prometheus did. So Prometheus essentially set up a scenario where Detective Malone, Felicity's boyfriend, got killed based on a picture, which led them to going back to a crime scene where Arrow killed a lot of people and killed Jason Claybourne. And this is why everyone thinks it's Jason Claybourne's illegitimate son. But I'm not buying into this because for me, this makes no sense. Why would they reveal the identity of Prometheus not even halfway into the season? Although they call it a mid-season finale, it's not really the middle of the season, is it? Let's be honest. So going forward, the identity of Prometheus it's not really going to be identified until episode 14 or 15 or 16, because they're not going to ruin the biggest thing. Well, the second biggest thing they've got going, obviously the biggest thing is about Laurel and Kate Cassidy being back, but who is Prometheus is such a buzz. It's kind of what's keeping the show going this season. So the most interesting thing that they find out Prometheus during this episode was when Prometheus did the flip that Oliver said that he learnt from someone when he was back in Russia, I think it was. So they both were taught by the same person. That is really the only information that we have got, and it's most likely going to be an Al Ghul, Tala Al Ghul, who is Nyssa Al Ghul's sister. So yes, I presume she will be in the Arrow, at least in flashbacks, seeing as she's mentioned in the promo saying they're looking for her, but she moves around a lot. And originally John Diggle thought it was a man who taught him this kind of flip, but it's a woman. So I think whoever Prometheus is may be linked to Al Ghul, but it's 100% not Claybourne's illegitimate son. That just makes no sense to me. So whoever it is, it's obviously guilt. Oliver has some guilt, as John Diggle said in the flashbacks, that it will come back to haunt him, and this is all about guilt. They're trying to make the hood feel guilty about something that he's done. So they tried to set Lance up into thinking he was Prometheus when he blacked out. They gave him the star, he cut his arm, and then obviously they've tackled Felicity by killing Felicity's boyfriend. So they're trying to take each one of Team Arrow out slowly. Obviously Prometheus attacked Curtis, and now Curtis and his partner have broken up. So Prometheus is trying to get rid of Team Arrow, which is kind of a cool storyline. Obviously John Diggle's been set up, most likely due to Prometheus. He's now back in jail. Everything is quite interesting, but one thing that no YouTuber or no one has addressed is Oliver's sister, Thea Queen. She's so important to this season, but one thing no one addressed is why hasn't Prometheus and Thea Queen been in the same room together? No, I'm not saying that Thea is Prometheus, But let's be honest, she is more likely to be Prometheus than this Claybourne, as she has this skill set. She was taught by the Dark Archer. She has been there since season 1. She's literally seen everything. She quit being the Green Arrow in theory after Laurel's death. So there's a lot of factors that do point to Thea being Prometheus, but I don't think it's true, as she's not tall enough. But it's the more realistic option than this random person that we don't know. What is the point of the writer saying it's someone from Oliver's past if we didn't even see him in the actual season 1? And the other person who it could potentially be is Huntress. Huntress meets all the specifications that an Archer would have to be Prometheus. Obviously, I don't think it's Huntress, but again, she is more likely to be Prometheus than Claybourne. Come on, guys, let's be realistic. Comment down below who is Prometheus. And then I think this is an option that most people haven't thought about, is Kovar from the Russian flashbacks. Obviously, it's all going to depend how the kind of Russian flashbacks go. If Oliver doesn't kill Kovar, then I think Prometheus will be Kovar. I'm pretty sure that Prometheus is Kovar. That is the most likely option. Tommy Merlin has been thrown a name around. That is the fan favourite. But honestly, guys, I can't see it being him. So this video is just me voicing my opinion about how it's not going to be Claybourne's illegitimate son, as it just makes no sense revealing who's Prometheus 9 episodes into a 23 episode season. But either way, Arrow currently is looking really strong. But as we know, with Mark Guggenheimer and the rest of the team, based on season 4, they can easily just mess up a season as fast as they made this season interesting. So comment down below, are you buying that it's Jason Claybourne's illegitimate son and it's going to be his mother who they can't track down? If you've seen my video based on the promo for episode 10, you would see that they're trying to track down who his mother is. Maybe his mother is going to be the kind of person from his past, and then it would make some sense on whether Prometheus actually is Jason Claybourne's illegitimate son. But Warstu is not buying it. I am not buying it. But I think Prometheus is the best villain that we've had on Arrow since the infamous Deathstroke. And I've even seen people say that Deathstroke is Prometheus, but that makes absolutely no sense. And seen as the kind of connection that the actor that played Deathstroke has with Arrow currently, I don't believe that it is going to be Manu. So who do you think Prometheus is? I mean, there's multiple options. It could be Shadow's dad, could be Tommy, could be the Dark Archer, could be Thea, could be Roy. I mean, I've even seen Moira Queen's name being chucked around. I mean, I don't get where people are saying this from. But anyway, guys, please don't think that Claybourne's illegitimate son is Prometheus, as this is not going to be the case. I'm 100% sure. But if you haven't catched my video on the future Flash being the Savitar, catch it. It was the video I did before this. The reason I say is during this video, as most people who watch Arrow will watch the Flash, seeing as the Flash debuted during Arrow, technically. So anyway, guys, this is just another theory video on who is Prometheus. It's probably my 4th or 5th video. I love making videos on who is Prometheus. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for all the new subscribers I've had. I've had probably 70 in a week. The views are going mental at the moment. I don't know what's going on. It's just been such a cool ride this month on YouTube. I love talking about all the shows that I talk about on this channel, and I'm never going to stop. It's just such a cool little hobby to have. Anyway, guys, hit me up on my Twitter at Warstu, my Instagram, I think that's at Warstu or at Warstu. If you put Warstu on Instagram, I'll come up. And my Facebook page is at Warstu, I think. Or yeah, just hit me up some way and I will get back to every single person, as I comment back to every single person, unless they're just trolling me. Anyway, guys, Warstu out. I'll see you in another video. Peace.